Good morning, students. How are you? Now, once again, I am back with you, and I hope you have read the first part of this lesson, which I had already explained to you. Now, did you remember the first part? What was there in the first part? Okay, then I'm going to explain you once again. And of course, this whole chapter is written by a very famous writer, Rudyard Kipling. So I will be refreshing the first part once again. So what happened in the first part? Three animals were there: the horse, the dog, and the ox, and they were serving their master. The day had just begun, and this animal had started working for humans. What they used to do: ox pulled loads and served men. Horse, he also used to take care of the things of the man, and the dog also used to do lot of work for his master. But one animal was simply sitting. And who was that animal? It was the camel, who simply refused to work. He lived in the desert and he used to eat thorny plants. He used to enjoy. He used to make fun of these animals, and he simply never used to do anything. When anybody spoke to him, he used to say only one word. And what was that word? Hum. One Monday morning, the horse came to the camel. He told the desert animal to work like them. He instructed the camel to work. But the camel did not tell anything. He only told one word, that is hum. Now the dog went. The horse went, then the dog came, and similarly the ox came. They told the camel to work for their master, but he did not listen to them. Only replied he gave was the word hum. So these three animals went to him. They requested him to work, but they had no success. Then the three complained to man against the camel. Now these animals, they were very angry. The three were working very hard since whole day, since day to night, and this camel, he was simply sitting and enjoying his life. So these animals were very angry. They thought what to do, and finally they took a decision that they will go to the master and they will complain about the camel. So they complained about the camel, but the response of the master was not very good. He did not give a favorable reply. He replied that, okay, if he is not working, let him not work. Instead, he told that you have to work double to compensate camel's work also. When the three animals, they heard this, they were not at all happy, but they were helpless also. So they held a panchayat. They held a meeting. The camel was also called on the meeting. When he was called, he only said hum, and he started making fun of these three animals, and he left the place. Now these three animals, they were very angry and they were not knowing what to do. Finally they went to the jinn, who was in charge of the whole desert. And in fact, this camel belonged to jinn only. That's why he was having a lot of ego and he was not doing any work. So the jinn, he listened to their complaint and agreed with them. He decided to punish such an idle animal. He found the camel looking at his own reflection in the pool. He had made the three other animals do extra work since Monday morning, and this annoyed and irritated jinn also. So he went to him. At that time, what he was doing, he was seeing his own reflection at the pool of water. Jinn was very angry. He called him and he told him to clarify. The camel only said hum. He showed no willingness to work. Now the jinn was very angry. He put a curse on the camel, and the soon camel back puffed up into a big hum. Now let's read the second part of the chapter. Now you can see the jinn. Okay, and you can see the camel seeing his reflection. Okay, and jinn is very worried, as you can see from his face. He is very worried that how dare he is enjoying while the others are working. So let's read the second part. The jinn remonstrated with the camel, who said hum. Remonstrated means protested, complained. Now the jinn was very angry with the camel. He also protested. He protested and he said, he complained, remonstrated. You can please write the meaning of remonstrated, complain or protested. So the camel, who always used to say hum, the camel's beautiful back suddenly grew a lump, which was the camel's hump. Now he gave a curse to the camel, the jinn, and what he told that the back, his back, there will be hump upon his back. So suddenly the beautiful back of the camel suddenly grew into a lump, and which became the camel's hump. The jinn assured the camel his horns would always be a help, not a hindrance. Now the camel started crying. Okay, he finally agreed to work also, but jinn was helpless. Now he can never take his words. So he told camel that this hump would always help you. It would never be a hindrance in your life. And by saying this, he disappeared. Now let's read. The jinn rolled himself up in his dust cloak and took a walk across the desert and found the camel looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. Now children, dust cloak is a robe. It's a type of cloth, loose dress. You can say cloak means loose dress. So the jinn, he used in the form of a dust, he started going here and there in the desert to find out the camel. So the jinn rolled himself up in his dust cloak. Cloak means loose dress, and took a walk across the desert and found the camel looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. And I told you, you can see the camel is looking at his own reflection in the pool of water. My friend, said the jinn, what's this I hear of your doing no work? My friend, said the jinn, what is this I hear of your doing no work? Now jinn went to him and he told him, what I am hearing, you are not doing any of the work which is allotted to you. The jinn sat down with his chin in his hand. You can see in the picture the jinn is looking very much worried, while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. Now here the camel was very happy. He was looking at his reflection, enjoying himself, doing no work at all. You have given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning. Now he told you were given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your idleness. And just because you were idle, so you were given 3 extra work, said the jinn. And he went on thinking with his chin in his hand. Hum, cried the camel, said the camel. I should not say that again if I were you, said the jinn. You might say it once too often. I want you to work. Now the jinn was angry even this time. Again he told hum. So what he told? He told the camel that if I were you, I would not have repeated the same word again and again. And I really want you to work. And the camel said hum again. But the camel, he was very clever. He did not want to listen to the jinn also. So he told what answer he has given? Hump. Okay. You can see here what he told. He told hum. You can see it. I am marking it. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back that he was so proud of, puffing up and puffing up into a great big hump. And suddenly, what he found? He saw his back, of which he was so proud, it is puffing up. Alright. And puffing up means it is swelling. Puffing up means swelling. And puffing up into a great big hump. Hump is a rising lump on the back. Please write the meaning of hump. Hump means rising lump on the back. Do you see that? Said the jinn. That's your very own hump that you have brought upon your very own self by not working. Now the jinn told him the reason that why that hump was there. He told that I have given you curse that now you will be having a hump on your back. So now from today you will be having a hump on your back. This is a punishment for not working hard. And the jinn said that your own hump, the way you used to tell hump, that you have brought upon your own self by not working it. Today is Thursday and you have done no work since Monday. So he told me today is Thursday and since Monday you have not worked at all. When the work began, now you are going to work. Now he told me now you have to work. How can I, said the camel, with this hump on my back? Now the camel replied, how can I work with this hump on my back? That has a purpose, said the jinn. All because you missed those 3 days, you will be able to work now for 3 days without eating. Now the jinn told that there is a purpose to put that hump on your back. Why he had put that hump on his back? There is a purpose, there is a reason behind it. He told that since from the last 3 days you have not eaten, so the first punishment is there that you will be having hump. The second punishment is there you will be working extra, and third punishment is 3 days you will not eat anything. And don't you ever say I never did anything for you, and you don't have also to say that I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and go to the tree and behave. Now he also instructed that come out of the desert, go and meet the 3 animals and see what they are doing, and you should learn how to behave properly with those 3 animals also. And the camel went away to join the 3, and from that day to this the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feeling, but he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world, and he has never yet learned how to behave. So according to Rudyard Kipling, he had never learned for him that in this story he is mentioning that till now the camel had never learned to behave, and till now the camel is also known as the sheep of the desert. He can live without food and water for 3 days. As we all know that there is a storage of food in his hump. In his hump he can store food and water also. This is the reason a camel can live in the desert without a food or water within 3 days. So why this happened? Because the jinn had punished him, and he had make him realize that he was not behaving properly and not doing any work. So with this we have completed the lesson. From the meaning of the words which I have told you while explaining the lesson. Now the question answer, we will discuss the question answer and some of the extra question answer, because in the examination you will be given long answers also. So few question and answer we will discuss which is very long. So first we will see the comprehension check, that is a question answer. The first question is, the camel was looking at his own reflection in the pool. What does it suggest to you about the camel? Now children, what does it suggest? It suggests that the camel used to love himself. He used to love his own image, and that's why he was looking at the pool He was enjoying himself. He was feeling happy when he was looking at his own image. And perhaps he considered himself handsome looking animal. So just to look his reflection, he was looking at the pool. Now, my second question is, the camel said hump repeatedly. How did it affect him? Now, when all the three animals complained about him, the horse, the ox, and the dog, whenever they told camel to do anything, only one answer he used to give, and that is hump. The word hump annoyed the jinn also. So he turned hump into the hump on the camel's back. So in this way, hump affected the camel. He had got due by telling hump every time. There was really a hump, H-U-M-P, on his back. Okay, so this is the reason that why that he used to tell hump repeatedly, and this affected him very badly. He really got the punishment. What according to the Now my third question, what according to the jinn was the use of the hump? So according to the jinn, what is the use of hump now? Yes, the camel hump contain a food material. It help the desert animal go without any food for 3 days, so he can stay in the desert without food or water for 3 days. This is the reason that camel can work continuously without having food or water for 3 days. He has never yet learned to behave. In the light of this, what is the writer's opinion about the camel? Now, what is the writer's opinion about the camel? Because he has never yet learned to behave. Till now, work part is okay, we understood. But one word is here, that he has never yet learned to behave. So we have to throw light on this. And what is the writer opinion of the camel? So the writer is of the opinion the camel has not changed its nature and habits till this day. He is still in ego. Whatever he do nowadays also, he do according to the wish, according to his wish. Okay, the only punishment is there for him, that he continuously do his work and work and work, and he really don't have food and water at least for 3 days. After 3 days they get food and water. So we have discussed the question answer. Now some of the questions which I will be discussing, some of the important questions, like do you think hump on a camel's back has no use? No. The hump on a camel back is an obstruction in riding, but it is very useful. It contains what? It contains fat and food. A camel can get his food from the hump for several days. Now the one question can come, who was jinn? How did he set the camel right? So who was jinn? Jinn was in charge of all the desert. So the horse, ox and the dog complained to him about the camel's laziness. Now how did he set the camel right? The jinn scolded the camel, gave a hump on its back and ordered it to serve man as did other animals. So in this way camel he got the punishment. Camel got the punishment. Now there many long questions can be asked, like what made the three very angry? So in fact you have to write half of the story. In fact the first part of the story should be written. All the important points should be there. Like The three animals, the dog, the horse, and the ox, were hard working animals. They did different work for men. The dog carried heavy loads, the horse drew carts, and the ox plowed the field. These three were fed up with the camel because he did not do any work. So one day they complained to man about the camel's laziness. At this, the man became angry. He told the three to leave the camels alone and work double time to compensate his work. So these three were very angry. They felt that injustice is being done to them. So they called a panchayat, and in that panchayat they decided that they should meet the in charge of the desert. Who was in charge of the desert? The jinn. So they told that it's better to go to him, and they told jinn what had really happened. Now the jinn was also very annoyed, since it was his camel and he wanted to teach camel a lesson. Now he called the camel, but the camel did not give any response. So he went to find the camel, and finally where he saw, he was standing near the pool of water. He was seeing his reflection and he was very happy. Now the jinn went to him and he told that you are not working. Whenever you fall, you just tell the word hum. So this is also not fair. So he gave a curse to a cursed camel. He said that you will have a hump in your body and you will do all the 3 extra work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days extra work, and these 3 days, that extra work you will be doing, as well as you will not have food for 3 days. This is the punishment given by the jinn. So the camel was very helpless. In fact, he was scared, but now he can do nothing. He put a curse, so the jinn put a curse on the camel, and soon what happened? The camel's back puffed up into a big hump. It was Thursday. The camel was told to work for 3 days without eating anything because his food was stored in his hump. But the hump on his back made it difficult for him to carry the load. The jinn said that it would serve as a storehouse of food. He also said that it would disappear when the camel would learn to behave properly. The camel went away to join the three. From that day he has been wearing a hump. He is doing the work. There was no escape from the work. But still he has not learned to behave properly. And still he has not learned to behave properly till this day, and that's why till now he is having the hump on his back. Okay, till now he has never yet learned to behave, and that's why he's suffering. Still he is suffering, still he is having a hump, and continuously is working also. There is no escape from work for him. He is still carrying the things, he is still carrying the people, he is still carrying the luggage whole day and night in the desert. So there is no escape for work. So in this way you have to write the long question answers. I have told you how to write it. Okay, you have to see 3 things while write the answer. Whatever tenses you are choosing, you have to write the answers in the same tense. If you better choose past tense, and the whole verb should be there in the past tense. The other question, important question of this lesson might be like, how did the camel get a hump? So again the whole story should be discussed. Okay, the first and the second part in detail. All right. You can see in the beginning the camel was a very lazy animal. After writing the whole story, the summary of the first part and the second part, you can write, in the beginning the camel was a lazy animal. He did not want to work and lived in the middle of a desert away from other working animals, but the animals never forgot him and his nature. They wanted him to work like them. They complained against him to the jinn who was in charge of all desert. The jinn decided to punish such an idle animal. He told the camel to work like other animal, but the camel showed no willingness to work. This made the jinn very angry. He put a curse on the camel, and soon the camel's back puffed up into a big hump. So what happened? The camel's back puffed up into a big hump. This is how the camel got a hump. Now there are many question and answers, like you can make also, like who listened to the three, write about each animal, what made it difficult for the camel to carry load, what did the camel do in the last, okay, which animal refused to work, where did he live. So there are many important question answer which can come in the examination. So please go through the lesson. And yes, the most important thing, what is the message which the author want to give you? Yes, the message or the central idea of the lesson is that we must never refuse whatever work we are being allotted. We have to do our job honestly. If we will do our jobs, our work sincerely, nobody will raise any finger against us, and we will also be happy. We will not get reward, but we will also not get the punishment. And we will do our work with sincerity, we will be satisfied, we will be happy. So the moral of the story is that never refuse any work. Whatever work has been allotted to you, do it. With this I end my video. Thank you and have a nice day.